Hey everybody, welcome back. These are some cheaters at the top of Santa's naughty list.
By the way, I want to wish you guys Merry Christmas. Hope I got everything you wanted from Santa.
This is how I found out my ex-boyfriend was cheating on me for 3 consecutive years. Buckle up for this one because it's one hell of a ride. There were actually so many little things that he would do that clearly indicated he had something to hide. But when I tell you, this guy was a king gaslighter. And because I was young, naive, and just incredibly stupid, it would work on me. So for example, we're in the car once and I wanted to change the song. So I grabbed his phone and the way my life flashed before my eyes, this hillbilly swerved the car like Vin Diesel, grabbed his phone back and was like, "Why are you grabbing my phone like that?" And I was there like, whoa,
dude.
That kind of reaction just to change a song. Also, anytime he'd come over, off topic, this bronzer is amazing. NARS Cream Bronzer Laguna 4. But yeah, anytime he would come over, he would literally put his phone in his bag, zip that shit up, and leave the bag by the door on the other side of the room. When I tell you, that phone was like a bomb. It was concealed, out of sight, out of mind.
Whoa.
And his reason for that was, when I'm with you, I'd just rather not be on my phone. You know, I just want to like spend time with you. So stupid, but I'm the stupid one for believing that. He would also never post us on his socials. Like, his profile was given very much I'm single, and his reasoning was that he's private, he likes to keep his relationships private. That's fine, but I don't. Like, I wanted to post a selfie of us on my story, and he was like, no. Like, he literally told me I cannot post that on my story.
What?
His reason was that he doesn't want people asking him questions.
Why?
Sorry, who are you? Who's going to ask you questions? And questions about what? Are you Kanye West that paparazzi are going to come up to you and be asking, hey, who's that you posted on your story? Hey, do you have a second to answer some questions? Hey, who's that mystery girl? Hey, who's the girl in the story? Hey, you got a girlfriend? Hey, who's that? Like, who do you think you are? That became such a big deal to me. Like, what do you mean you don't want people asking you questions? Oh, so you don't want anyone to know that you have a girlfriend? And I said that. And in came the gaslighting and the manipulation. No, not that. Just questions in general. What questions in general? All of a sudden you're WikiHow. All of a sudden you're Google, you're Alexa. Why does anyone need to be asking you random general knowledge questions? Anyway, so yeah, as I said, that one became a really big deal and I was ready to exit the relationship. But to prove to me that he's got nothing to hide, he posted me on his Snapchat story, his private Snapchat story. And then obviously I called that out and it seemed like he posted me on his main after that. But you know, you can post stories and hide people.
Yes.
I just never thought of that at the time. I wanted to trust that this was a decent person. So anyway, I tolerated those pathetic excuses for about 2 years, being completely oblivious. And then one night as a joke, I was teasing him about potentially being a cheat. Like, we were literally laughing about it. So I was like, okay then, show me your Twitter DMs. Then he showed me with complete confidence. So then I was still teasing and I was like, oh, okay, you're cool. Show me your Instagram ones then. And the entire atmosphere changed. We were no longer joking.
Ooh. I can understand the excuse.
Oh, I just want to be with you. I don't want my phone anywhere near us.
But he doesn't want the phone nearby because guess what? He gonna get those notifications from somebody else. And you gonna see that. I'm sorry, who's Laura? Who's Laura? Who's Ashley? Who's Mildred? It's always when they're freaky about their phones. Listen, I'm all about everybody having their own privacy, but if he acts weird when you take his phone for whatever reason, something's up. You can feel that energy change. Trust your instincts. Okay, I want to know what happened next. Anybody else? Good.
So he got visibly uncomfortable. Then he showed me like this. Yeah, look. See,
Oh yeah, they were at the top.
Distance, and still I could see how he was shaking and sweating, half showing me and then hiding it. Then he puts his phone in his pocket, zips up his pocket and sits there so uncomfortable. And I was like, hang on, show me that properly. Then boom, immediate gaslighting. He started going off. I'm not showing you, you're moving so mad. Is that how you are? Is that how you don't trust me? Blah, blah, blah. You're supposed to just trust me. I'm not showing you, I swear I'm not showing you this phone. Wow. I wasn't even listening to the gaslighting this time. I was just like, that's all well and good. Show me that phone. Can you not see how you're moving right now? Look how you're moving. Look how you're moving. You're crazy. If I'm the craziest person on earth, I will hold that with pride. Show me that phone. Like, I was not backing down. But he was also not backing down. Like, he was refusing to show the phone, but swearing up and down that there was absolutely nothing on there and nothing to hide. And his reasoning for refusing to show it is because I should just trust him. That was his words.
Oh, yeah?
And I literally said, it's quite simple. Either you show me what's on that phone or you leave and it's over. And he packed up and left. But then here's the joke of it all. 10 minutes later, he comes back inside like, okay, fine, I'll show you.
Oh my, why? He just deleted it.
Really? After going outside and deleting
Oh
everything.
my
So I looked on
God.
the phone anyway, and of course there was nothing there because you've bloody deleted it. But he was literally like swearing up and down that he did not delete anything. Begging, apologizing for gaslighting, all of that stuff. and swore wholeheartedly that he A, did not delete anything, and B, has not been doing anything of any sort and never would. And then long story short, he used this against me for literally like the next 6 months. Because for me, I just found it too difficult to believe. So of course I kept bringing it up, and basically just kept trying to squeeze out the truth, because I was just like, this doesn't add up to me. And then he would basically just act like this is so difficult for him because I just don't believe him. I just don't trust him. And it's not fair on him. He even made me apologize for the constant accusations that are not true. So in those 6 months, like, I literally just could not shake it. I did not have any kind of peace. Then one day I decided, you know what, I'm gonna give him a ring and just act like I already know something. So I literally just called it and said, tell me why you lied to me all these years. And there was pure silence. So I was thinking, got you. And I said, so you did lie. And he tried to lie again, but then I just said, look, I've spoken to people and I have screenshots. That was game over. Then he started admitting everything.
Wow.
And he basically said, because he took the lie that far, he had to just continue with it. So yeah, that's literally how I found out. I just acted like I already knew. And then he admitted to it going on for the whole time, gave me a fake apology, and then I went about my life. I do think it's really mad though, the extent to which people will emotionally manipulate you and gaslight you just to hide their wrongdoings. Like, you really could have just left.
You really could have just left. And what I found really funny, here's the takeaway.
Well, I'm already so deep in a lie that I just had to keep lying.
No, you didn't have to keep lying. You could have told the truth when being confronted multiple times, asking for the truth. Oh, but then you couldn't have your cake and eat it too. Right. Forgot about that. To the garbage bin! To the streets with you! To the back alley dumpster! That's where you belong, sir. Ladies, if he's weird about his phone and won't let you touch it, he's cheating. Either on you or with you. Finding out your girl cheated on Thanksgiving.
You're dead ass
Because I
right
feel
now.
like I'm gonna be abandoned right now, and like you're just like everyone else. You're trying to leave me, and I just don't know what
Leave
to
you. You made a decision
You're
and you got
leaving
caught.
me. Decision to do what? Like,
You linked somebody and you got caught.
but it wasn't even that
You went behind my back
serious.
and
It
you went to
wasn't that
somebody's crib.
serious.
He was a hooper.
Stop.
He was a hooper. He played basketball.
Yes, but it wasn't that serious. Like,
Y'all like
stop it.
actually.
Yeah, but it was just a one-time thing, and we used protection. It wasn't even for that long, so I don't even know what.
What?
For that long. Like, can you please come back to me?
In and out, in and out.
Come back. Stop. Just please. Like, you're overreacting.
I'm not overreacting.
I
It's
only
been-
did it because you didn't answer your phone. Like, you never answer your phone, and you're never
Bruh,
there
you
for
know-
me.
you
You're
know what I'm
literally
doing. I'm
never
always at
there
the
for
gym.
me.
I'm
What
always at
gym?
the gym.
What gym are you at?
You know what
like,
gym
what
I'm at.
gym opens that late? You're a liar.
Okay.
Like, you don't even care about me at all.
Alright. How long was this going on for?
Like, for a month, but it wasn't even that serious.
Did you read off her?
Yeah, but yeah. Why are
Alright,
you
have a good
asking me that? The graphic is like
Bye. It's the flip-flopping, you know, it's the and the blame, you know, it's like the victim.
I'm the victim. You're the person to blame. It was only for a month. It wasn't even that fast. We used protection.
Oh, thank God. Ew. Like, you say that's a win, girl. You say that like it's like a, oh, wow. Well, in that case, it's all fine then. Using protection does not allow you to cheat, okay? I need protection from these cheaters. Honestly, protect me.
Protect me!
No, it's fun. It's fun. I'm having fun. It's Christmas! Well, it's not Christmas today, but I'm filming this on a day where I will post it, and it will be Christmas. It's Christmas for you. So Merry Christmas.
I found out my ex was cheating on my birthday. And here's how. Story time. My birthday weekend, my ex and I planned a trip to Charleston. So we were long distance, so he drove up from Atlanta to North Carolina to pick me up. That is 6 hours. And then the plan was for him to stay with me a couple days, and then we were going to go to Charleston. So far, so good. When we are about to go to Charleston, we're like rushing to get to the car. And I noticed that while we're rushing to get to the car to leave, he's distracted on his text messages. And so I was like, oh, who's that? And he gets defensive and he gets upset. He's like, I'm handling my business. You're handling your business? I didn't even say anything. All I said was, that's new. Because you know what? I had already clocked his tea. I had already peeped game. So we're driving 4 hours to Charleston. And you know, everything is cool. But then when we arrive at the hotel, we're about to get out of the car, I am cleaning out my side of the car and I reach down and there are some white sunglasses that are not his, that clearly belong to a woman. And I'm like, whose sunglasses are these? And he's like, oh, I don't know. Mind you, this is a brand new vehicle. He got it 2 weeks ago. So he said he doesn't know who these sunglasses belong to. He said that he thinks they belong to one of the two of his best friends, which they're both women. I'm like, okay, can you just ask them if they're theirs? Like, see who they belong to? He was like, yeah, I'll text them and find out. We go through our night, you know, enjoy the night, have a good time. He doesn't say anything else about it. Next day, he says nothing about it.
Oh my God, you have
tour
sunglasses
Charleston,
on.
We do all these things. He says not a word about these sunglasses. Mind you, I'm waiting. I am waiting in anticipation of him letting me know, oh, hey, I talked to my two friends and they said they weren't their sunglasses, or they said they were, or whatever. Some news. Tell me something. He ignores the whole situation. I'm like,
Bet.
noted. Duly noted. So we're at the end of day 2 in Charleston, and he's not said a word. So I asked, I said, did either one of your women friends get back to you to let you know that they were either their sunglasses or not?
Bring on the parts too.
And he's told me that his esthetician has been in his car and that maybe they belong to her.
His
And I asked for her
esthetician.
name, and he says he's not going to give me her name. You're not going what? Because what? Okay. So then he finally gives me her name, and he's lying. Because with my quick Googles, I find the esthetician that he's following in Atlanta. So at this point, you're definitely lying, and you're definitely cheating, and it's time for me to start doing my Googles. I start just watching. I start just observing, and I start watching his fingers every time he opens his phone, because I trusted him so much that I never ever looked at his phone. But at this point, I don't trust you anymore, boo-boo.
Wow.
So every time he opened that phone, I would get another number, and then another number, and another number. I would say it took me an entire day to get his code, because this man is not. So he just kept opening his phone right in front of me. The day of my birthday, on the 8th, we wake up late. Sorry, he wakes up late. I wake up just fine. I was up plenty early.
Bright and early.
That's what happens when you cheat. He had woken up late because his phone died. And you know how when you are restarting your phone, you get your text messages, but they're just in the form of a phone number?
Yes.
It doesn't say exactly who the person is.
Yes.
So he had plugged it up in my kitchen. And while he was in the bathroom, I just went to go take a gander to see what phone number it was. And something just in my spirit told me to just write the phone number down. I didn't know who it was. I couldn't see the text. But I just wrote the phone number down, you know, just in case. For later. Later on that day, when I was getting ready for my birthday gathering, I opened up his phone while he was in the bathroom. And what did I find? Text messages. But you know what I looked for first? The first thing I looked for was not text messages from other women. The first thing I looked for was a text message from him to his best friends, just to see if he had ever asked them about the sunglasses. Like he said he did, like he promised he did.
Wow.
And guess what, y'all?
He
didn't
didn't.
ask them nothing. Never once. I keep perusing, and I quickly come upon a text thread from another woman. Let's call her Sally. So I see this text message thread between him and Sally, and it includes hotel links. It includes money that he's sending her, baby this, baby that, setting up when they're going to meet. Okay. Then I have to decide: am I going to say something now, or am I going to wait till later? Am I going to do the whole birthday evening pretending like everything is fine, or is this man leaving my house now? Uh-oh. Okay, this is getting long. Part 3 next.
I mean, I don't think I could sit through an entire birthday with somebody that I know for sure is cheating on me. Well, I don't know. Depends if we want to move in the shadows, you know. We can move in the shadows. We can pretend for a little bit. We might not want to, but it might be useful later.
Obviously, I'm hurt. I'm shaking. I haven't cried yet because I'm still in shock. It's like you know that somebody's cheating, but when the evidence is right in your face, that's a whole different kind of hurt. That's a whole different kind of pain. So the first thing I do is hop right on Beyonce's internet and I dust my Googles because I'm going to find out who she is, what's going on, you know, the T-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. It's very easy to find her. Immediately, I recognize that her number is the same number from the person that texted him that morning. Funny how that works. So the thing is, the first person that texts you in the morning is the person you're probably cheating with because you get that good morning text.
True.
At this point, I have her phone number, I have her email address, I have her socials, I have everything that I would need to reach out. Now, mind you, I'm a girl's girl. So I'm never going to blame the girl. It's his fault every time. So this reach out that I'm planning on doing, it's just to let homegirl know he's not who he says he is, period. The next thing I do is call my friends and family and I let them know that this man is a cheater. He is not who he says he is and that he has been pretending. So guess what? Tonight at this birthday event, we're going to pretend too. I show up looking like a Barbie and he's just Ken. And we drink, we eat, we laugh, da-da-da-da-da-dee-dee. The details of the night are a surprise for me, so I just know that we're having dinner and we're doing something for part 2. I decide that I do not want him to come to part 2 and that I can no longer take it that he's at part 1. At the end of the dinner, I am thanking everyone for their attendance. It's just a small family affair, so I'm going around one by one, thanking people for the love they give me, for their presence in my life, you know, all those lovey-dovey things. And then we get to him. And I thank him for the love that he's given me. I thank him for being such a good man. I thank him for how he went directly to my family and told them how serious he is about me.
Wow.
And then I told him, thank you for doing all of that and being so loving and so committed to me and then cheating on me. And now you can get up and you can leave.
Oh.
But first I make sure that he paid for his food. And then we kicked him out. So I'm in the middle of this speech where I'm telling him how much I love him.
Wow.
And how I'm so glad that he's so committed to me and how much he loves me. And he's like nodding along with him.
Yeah.
Such a good guy. And the moment the switch up happens, when I'm like, yeah, thank you for doing all that and then cheating on me, this man is not well. Because immediately he starts laughing. Are you okay?
Something funny?
Immediately he like he starts laughing. I think that's the way that I know. He deflects and that he can't handle real emotions. So he decided to start laughing while I was telling him that he was caught red-handed. And I told him to leave, get up and leave, and he just sat there looking silly. And I was like, get up and leave. He finally gets up and leaves and he pays for his food. And I can see him through the window as he's getting in his car to drive that 6-hour ride back to Atlanta. And I just smiled at him as he left. Because I ain't got nothing else for you. Goodbye. And as I saw him getting into his car, I was immediately pressing send on that drafted email that I had ready to go for the other woman. And I pressed send on a text at the very same time because I was going to make sure she knew exactly who he was. Child, she answered me back immediately.
Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. You really said move in the shadows, eh? Like, you really are, like, in those shadows. You were ready to go. You were prepared. You were like, I'm gonna fuck this guy up. This is a good thing, right? We don't react. We move in the shadows. We pull little strings. We plant little seeds. And then we wait. Like a barracuda, like a spider, like a black widow. And then we strike. I want to know what she thought. I want to know what she said. Something tells me she had no idea.
So we're at my birthday event. He is walking out the door. At the same time, I am sending her an email and a message to let her know that this man is not who he says he is and he has been lying to both of us. Like I said, I am a girl squirrel and I'm never blaming her. I'm just letting her know we've been in a long-term committed relationship and he's lying to both of us. And I also asked her, I'm assuming that you are the one with the white sunglasses. Y'all, let me read you what she wrote me back. Wow, I'm at a loss for words. I just looked at your email. I am definitely not the owner of the white sunglasses. I have never been anywhere with him as of yet. Thank you for letting me know. I will definitely let him be. I am not that type of person. Thank you again. Best of luck. The sweetest. A girl's girl. The type of girl I love. But we're keeping in mind that she said she is not the owner
Somebody
of the white
else?
sunglasses.
Wow.
So who do they belong to?
Serial cheater.
But we'll get back to that. The issue at hand is that they have never met, yet he's sending her money and planning trips to a whole nother state with her just a few days away from my birthday. So this man is going from Atlanta to North Carolina to pick me up, to take me to Charleston for my birthday, back to North Carolina, and then to Alabama to go see another woman in a couple days for my birthday? Huh? Well, after I asked him to leave dinner, my family and friends are in shock. I mean, they were like, I thought you were joking. I thought you were doing a monologue. No, girl, this is my real life. And that man was for real cheating. And he for real had to go. So we're proceeding with the birthday festivities. We're going to an escape room, all that good stuff. Meanwhile, the other woman is texting me and calling me to have a conversation. I was not in the frame of mind for that conversation. I did not have the capacity. So I decided to wait until the next day to do that. So the next day I have a conversation with my new BFF, my new bestie, the other woman, and she tells me, girl, I did not like him. I thought he was a whole weirdo.
Whoa.
And I was not
embarrassing.
actually impressed, and I was going to cancel
Oh,
the date.
embarrassing. Oh.
This man was going to drive all the way down to Alabama to visit this woman, but she was going to cancel on him.
Ooh.
The cheating that you were trying to do wasn't working
Wow.
out for you. Yeah. So he tried to cheat on me, and he failed. And I left him anyway. He has a thing for older women, so she's older than me. So she was imparting some wisdom upon me, which I really appreciated. And now we are besties.
Besties for the resties, babe.
After this really empowering, insightful conversation with her, I went to go see Beyonce, girl, and it was a whole vibe. And then I contacted his mother, because these mothers need to know what their sons are doing.
Yes.
And then
Ooh.
that led to a conversation with him. More later.
Oh, girl, you can't leave me like that. You can't leave me like that. That is not enough.
Not enough, bestie!
Who's the sunglasses belong to? Last part. We need to tie up the loose ends, okay? We need to know what happened.
Where we ended, I had just had an interesting conversation with the other woman. And now it's time to have a conversation with his mama. Because why shouldn't we tell these mothers what their sons are doing?
We absolutely
A little
should.
context, she is not new to me. I am not new to her. I have been in a relationship with this man. Now, this was the third time, and we met in 2018, so she's well aware of who I am. We did it once in 2018. We tried again in 2021, and then we're back in 2023. So she's very well aware of who I am. I'm not just some random girl. In addition to that, we had just FaceTime, me, him, and his mother. We had just FaceTime a couple days prior for my birthday, where she was telling me happy birthday and catching up, all that good stuff. So she knows exactly who I am. So at this point, I am letting her know about a harmful pattern of behavior, not just towards me, but towards other women as well, because at this point I have clocked that behavior. And so I go into detail with her about exactly what has happened, not just this time, but over the past few years as well, and exactly what has happened with other women. And I'm giving examples, I'm very specific. I also sent her the proof. I sent her the evidence. I sent her the da-da-da-da-dee-dee. She needed to know. Why? Because I know that we're all responsible as adults for our own behavior, but sometimes our parents need to know what's going on.
They do.
Because when a person comes into your life and they refuse to be responsible for their own actions, what that usually means is that somebody in their life is also not holding them accountable. And many times it's not necessarily that person's fault. It's not necessarily the mother's fault or the friend's fault or whoever's fault. It's because they don't know what's actually happening. Therefore, they cannot hold that person accountable. They can't hold that person responsible for what they're doing because they have no idea what that person is actually doing or how they're actually treating women. So, for her response, child of a song. Very interesting. Thank you for this info. I wish someone else would have brought this info to me sooner. If this is his behavior, I hate that you encountered this from my son, and I wish the best for you and hope my son hasn't destroyed trust and love for someone that truly deserves a better life with someone that truly loves from the heart. I am very grateful to you and hope your life is full with happiness and love.
Oh, he gonna get a slap? Ooh.
We love it. We love it. So he did not like that. And then we had a conversation about it. Mom, I'm literally filming. Mama walked in my house like she owned the place.
Wow, girl, that was a roller coaster. You are an impeccable storyteller, may I just say so. You know, I have to say, I think the best possible revenge, unless of course he's a mommy's boy and he can do no wrong in his mommy's eyes, is to tell his mom about it, you know? Like, I truly think if he's out here hurting women, and he was taught not to do that by his mother, which by the way you should be doing if you are a mother to boys, I think that that is probably the best way to go about it. Because at the end of the day, it's a fundamental character flaw. Like, especially what's going on here, this is a fundamental character flaw. A serial cheater who's juggling multiple women at once. We didn't even find out who owned the white sunglasses, okay? I think he's gonna have to take this up with his mommy and they need to do a little bit of spanking.
Just a little spanking.
Give him a nice little kick in the pants. Because if I found out that my son was cheating and treating women like... Macativo! Remember, guys, your instincts are there for a reason. Merry Christmas.